Yes, but yes. Go to the small claims before your hearing tomorrow, and then that way the bailiff can serve her right in that court date. Okay, so yeah, that was David. He confirmed he will definitely be at court tomorrow, so yay him. Hopefully it'll be his last court date that he has to go to the Ventura County courthouse because it's a long ways away, and you know, he really never belonged there anyway. And I told him, whatever you do, blurt it out. You know, if you don't get a chance to speak, you just blurt it out that you are not guilty of elder abuse, and you will be suing Miss Crosnoe for all the perjury she committed in order to make him go in that courthouse required by law 6 times now. But it's almost over with. I'm convinced tomorrow should be his last time. But I also let him know that because he's already going to be at the courthouse, if he gets there early enough, head on over to the small claims division and get that paperwork started and sue her for the same thing I sued her for, which is committing perjury on court documents in order to obtain what she wanted in that courtroom. I mean, I won because I was able to prove I didn't punch her. I didn't slash her tires. I didn't do anything to this woman. She just wrote whatever she felt like writing on a piece of paper, and she was granted that elder abuse restraining order against me. And I was required to disprove all the false allegations. And that's what David's being put through right now. Only his is more intense because he's had to, you know, also try and get his property back and everything else. So I told him, go file that small claims case before you get into the elder abuse case. And have the bailiff hand her the paperwork. That could be, you know, something she's not expecting. Like today with John, yeah. I'm glad I hired the process server to give John that paperwork. I don't think he'll actually show up at the courthouse, but at least I know he got served, right? He got the form. Good. Hey there, yes. Today is the day that David hopefully has his last court date against Linda for, you know, that false claim of elder abuse. I don't know. I hope it's his last date. She did leave at noon. This time she didn't take her so-called witnesses, Terry or John. She just went by herself, so that's good. And I had him, of course, go over to the civil division and get the form to sue her, you know, under small claims for the perjury she committed, to bring him into that courtroom. Because really, truly, he has just been tortured for the last 6 months. And for nothing. He did absolutely nothing to deserve any of it. So he's there. He's being told that, you know, he can't, I thought he could just use the bailiff, but he has to pay, apparently, some money to have the bailiff server. Yeah, just like the sheriff, you know. So, but I told him, make sure you blurt out you're not guilty of elder abuse. And you will be suing her. So that way the courtroom audio picks it up. And make sure he gets those minutes. Because no matter what happens in that courtroom today, even if for some reason he somehow gets stuck with the restraining order, he needs to make sure that he blurts out, no, he doesn't deserve any of it. So, but yeah, I'm hoping this is his last time he has to go to court against her at the Ventura County Courthouse, and that any future court proceedings is in the small claims court. But I won't know until I know, so I'll keep you posted. So have you been given a return date, or are you done? It's done. Okay, so what happened? So you have no restraining order, the case is dismissed, and you're free, and basically you're free to sue her. Right, because the judge acknowledged your discontent. That's all you need, really. Now that everything's dismissed and the judge acknowledged that you disputed it, you can definitely sue her. I'm so happy for you, yes. Congratulations on having a good day.
I won!
David lost the case.
I won!
He should die.
You still have respect!
Wow. I am just so glad David had a good day today. Yeah, everything that could have went well, you know. I mean, yeah, he was stuck in that courthouse for 6 months, being tortured by my neighbor and her so-called witnesses, friends, whatever they are to her, you know, just partners in crime. But the fact that the case is dismissed and there is no restraining order in effect, no clets in effect, and he has every right to sue for everything he's been through. Yeah, that rhymed, huh? Yeah, I'm really happy for him, because none of this wouldn't have happened had he just gave up and not shown up at that courthouse, and not keep showing up at that courthouse, you know, and not keep blurting out, I have not committed elder abuse, and she, you know, has done this to a lot of people. So, and then afterwards he was telling me he, you know, was speaking with the DA, the one that I was speaking with, and the DA informed him that, yes, my neighbor is now definitely on the radar as far as all these false elder abuse cases. And, you know, I said, I think at this point in time, everybody's just really glad it's over with, that headache for David. I mean, there's a couple things he didn't get back, but at this point in time, he got back his sanity, so that's the most important part, right? And, yeah, he's just, like I said, he's celebrating right now. He's having a beer. I told him, do yourself a favor, don't drive afterwards, because you definitely don't want a DUI after getting out of elder abuse court. Yeah, no, keep it a good day, right? So, yeah, my neighbor, she hasn't come home yet, but I'm sure she'll be pulling up anytime soon. And I doubt she'll be screaming the sounds of, ha 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 ha, I won. But she did apparently win another trip to a different courthouse, the small claims courthouse. And so, yeah. I'm really happy for David that it's over with, and I'm glad I was able to help him out. Tomorrow I'm going to print out his paperwork from what took place in the courthouse, and yeah. I'm happy for David, and I'm just glad he hung in there, because that was hard to do. It really was. My neighbor, she just loves torturing people, and it's her entertainment, to say the least. And the stuff that she just writes on a piece of paper on declarations for the courthouse, just committing perjury after perjury after perjury, and she just does it just to do it, you know, not even because it's warranted. That's what, like I said, she's like the boy who cried wolf, you know, really, truly. And yeah, I have a lien on her house because of shit she wrote on a piece of paper. So, and we go back into court on May 1st, and David will be with me. I said, you're more than welcome to be there. He's like, I want to be there. I want to watch what happens. Like, you're more than welcome to come sit next to me. I got no problems with that. So hopefully my court date goes good. Okay, so it's the day after court. It's 4/18. I'm here at the Ventura County website. As I did tell David, I would get a copy of whatever happened from this website and save it for him. And yeah, it's already wiped clean pretty much. I'm hoping to see where it shows it, but disposition status as of 4/17, court ordered dismissal before trial, lack of prosecution. So that means, yeah, he's in the clear to sue Miss Crosnoe for that defamation of character and putting him through all of this 6 months of having to show up in a courtroom when he didn't do anything. And of course, you know, now he can also go rent somewhere a place, because there was no eviction on record. As a matter of fact, that's what he, I guess, was made aware of, is that in November when it was pouring rain here, and he was crying, and the police showed up here because he had been evicted. Turns out, no, he kept saying, I haven't been served. What do you mean I've been evicted? And he was forced to get his stuff out of that room. And turns out Miss Crosnoe, she doesn't just lie about, people just for the fun of it in order to get elder abuse restraining orders. She lied to the police and claimed that she had an eviction in place. Not a good thing. So, definitely there's going to be more that transpires because of this case that she did. Because clearly she did not have a legal eviction. She forced him out, used the police as a weapon, and claimed elder abuse, committed perjury on court documents. Yeah, she abused the court system and the police department to get what she wanted, for personal gain. So, I am so glad it is over with for David, although, yes, he is definitely still planning on suing. He's got the form. I'm going to help him fill it out. And I'm guessing because I have to be in court with her in another 2 weeks here, or less than 2 weeks, I can serve her that case from David. Because you don't need a registered process server. You don't need the sheriff to do it. You just need somebody who is not connected, isn't part of the lawsuit. So, yeah, I might just go ahead and give that to her while we're in the courtroom already. But we'll see how that goes. But, yeah, I'm so happy for David. And so, yeah, there it is. It is definitely... I'm hoping it shows what happened. Let's see. It just says court. It does look like they're updating it as I'm looking at it, because it's popping up here. Minute order. Okay, so amended order. Amended order. Order for dismissal entered as to the entire subcase of request for elder or dependent elder abuse restraining orders that was filed by Linda Crosnoe. So, yay! David did good by staying in the fight, definitely. I'm so happy to see that even though the wheels of justice really turned slowly, obviously, because he was willing to stay on that bus and show up at those hearings, it finally did at least work in his favor, obviously. So, yeah, there is no elder abuse charge case against him. There's no restraining order in effect. There is no even an eviction listed because she never actually filed for an eviction. So he can go rent an apartment anywhere he wants to now, or go rent a room or whatever without it popping up that, he's a bad person. But he's definitely going to sue based on everything he's been put through. There's, he has a right. He should. He definitely should. And, yeah, but at least, yeah, he doesn't have this on his shoulders anymore. So I am so happy for David. And I'm happy that because I somehow encouraged him to keep going to that courtroom in spite of his being discouraged, that it was to his benefit. Yeah, I would have felt real bad, if for some reason, he still ended up being stuck with the restraining order or elder abuse case or whatever. But yeah, I had to jump in and help him because I do have my own issue with Miss Crosnoe, yeah. She filed a false elder abuse case against me, and clearly, even though I have a lien on her house, it didn't stop her from filing another false elder abuse case. Question is, who's her next victim? Because I don't think she's going to learn from this one either. I got a feeling there'll be somebody else that she ends up claiming elder abuse against or something. I don't know. I just know that she's got 2 elder abuse cases in a row now where the people said, no, I did not do anything to that woman, and fought it. And because they fought it, it definitely reflects that she's filing false paperwork. She is. She is just saying whatever she wants on a piece of paper with no regard to how it's going to affect the person she's saying it about. So, yeah, Linda, you didn't win this case either. But I guess you did win a case coming up. Apparently another small claims case. So, yeah, John and Linda, you keep thinking you won, and you came home that day, I won, fuck off and die, bitch, ha ha ha. David is, no. I believe in good versus evil, and I'm glad to see that David prevailed.